So last night, Calle did an example, which maybe at some point in the show you should do for Pete. You should send him some.
So let's do it now. How do I do it?
Yeah, we can do it. I don't have my phone with it though.
Here you go.
What do I need?
So
You can send.
Do I need to download something?
no,
You can send him the Ecash that you sent me last night.
All right. All right, let's do this. Pete, you open your Safari browser and you go to cashu.me. That is one Cashu wallet. There are multiple Cashu wallets. Cashu.me. Just disclaimer for everyone listening: don't put your money in there. It's just for experimentation. This is still in development. But I'm going to show you how Ecash works.
Okay.
So I have.
One sec. Sorry, I just need to.
Here you go.
Do I need to do receive eCash?
Not yet. So first, it's a push system. It's in, it doesn't work like Lightning where you pull a payment. I need to push your money over. So I have now Danny's phone. There are 1,024 Satoshis on there. I'm going to press send eCash and just enter an amount. Let's say 64 Satoshis. Send tokens. So let's do the messenger way.
Yeah, you can open Telegram and send it to Pete.
I'm gonna look. So I get this random string now. This is the money. So I'm gonna copy this, just a normal copy. I'm going now to Telegram, and let's see if I can. I'm scrolling through. This is uncomfortable for me, but here we go. I found you, and now I just pasted. You just received a message, I think.
Yeah.
With this random looking string. You copy that. That is the money. You copy that, and then you go to your Cashu wallet and you say receive eCash and paste it in.
Receive. Paste. There we go.
It's gone. That was it.
That's really quick and really cool.
Very cool.
0 Satoshi fee. No traces left. No one knows what just happened.
And there's no sending to another person, so there's no connection. Okay.
It happened off band. We just send it to you through Telegram.
And so the code I put in knows. How does that know what amount of money that is? Is that just an encrypted amount of money?
So it's been signed by the server. So I can explain.
That's decentralization, right?
Yes, exactly. So for anyone listening who might now wonder, why can't I just copy paste this money and send it to other people as well, right? So how do you solve the double spend?
Yeah.
And that is the invention of eCash. How it works is that in order to complete the transaction, what I just did, I took my eCash from the hard drive, I sent it over to you. And what you did upon receiving, you just send it to the server and said, here are 64 Satoshis, burn them and give me a new one. And then it burns, it's invalidated, it cannot be double spent anymore. But the key point is here, this eCash, what I just sent you, cannot be correlated to what you sent back to the server. So that's the privacy. The server doesn't know that when it receives eCash from you to be recycled, it doesn't know that it's the same eCash that it gave me before. That's the blind signature thing. There's a beautiful example on how to imagine this, how it works. If you like, I just give you this example. It's a physical example. So imagine you have let's say a bank account, right? You have, and you want to get eCash from your bank account. And what you would do is you take a contract. You write a contract on which it says, bank, you owe me 1 BTC, right? If I get 1 BTC, it says on the contract. Now you take the contract and you put it into an envelope that is made of carbon paper. Carbon paper is the one where you write on top of it, press it through, right? So you take an envelope made of carbon paper and you put your contract inside that envelope, you close it, right? And then you send the envelope, the closed one, to the bank, to the mint, we say. And then the mint says, okay, you want to have a signature on there, send me 1 Bitcoin. You send 1 Bitcoin to the mint, and the mint says, okay, you send me Bitcoin, and takes a pen and signs it on the outside of this envelope. So on the closed envelope, it makes a signature and sends you back the envelope. Now, because this wasn't real paper, it was actually encryption, you're the only one who can open the envelope again. When you open the envelope, what you get is a contract that you've written on which it says, you owe me 1 Bitcoin, with the signature of the mint. But the key point is that the mint has never seen the contract. This is a blind signature. The mint has never. So when you can now, this is the money. The contract is the money. You can now send me this contract via Telegram, for example, and I can take it and I can go to the mint and say, hey, mint, pay me 1 Bitcoin out, and here's the proof that I deserve it. And then the mint will see this contract and say, well, I've never seen this contract before, but I can see my signature on there. So I must honor this. I choose to honor this. There is no way to make sure that they will honor it, but if they're honest, then they would. But the key point is they don't know that this contract, what I give them, is the contract that you made them to sign.
Okay.
That's how it works.
It's very cool.
It's very cool.
So the Ecash protocol, there is an Ecash protocol, or is there a Cashu protocol, which is an implementation of Ecash?
Yeah, Ecash is a mechanism, and Cashu is a protocol to implement that.
And so there wouldn't be any interoperability between, say, Cashu and Fedimint.
No, although they have very similar way of working, it's not. But there's interoperability because it's a protocol. There's interoperability across Cashu wallets. This is just one wallet that I showed you. There are like 4 different wallets.
So essentially, we have this blossoming ecosystem where we have our base chain Bitcoin, we have our Lightning, whether it's custodial or non-custodial. We have Liquid, we have Fedimint, we have Cashu, like a whole variety of ways to now start using your Bitcoin elsewhere and in different ways.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I've got a question on that. So you just sent 64 sats. You could do that through Lightning reasonably privately. Like why should people care about Ecash?
So you can do that about Lightning, and you should also do that about with Lightning non-custodially if you can and if you have the ability and everything goes okay. But there are a couple of problems with that already. First of all, right now we don't have receiver privacy for Lightning yet. So if I pay you the 64 sats and you make an invoice on your node, I know exactly what your node is and I can infer your balances and so on. So Lightning has privacy issues on the receiver side. Sender side, it's excellent privacy. So you have that. And the other thing with Lightning is that it is not fully reliable yet. So once you start streaming sats, for example, you want to make a payment every 10 seconds, it's very likely that one of these payments will get stuck. And in the worst case, you will have to wait 2 weeks until you can get it back. So that's just how Lightning works. It's sending this HTLC across different nodes. And if one of them goes just offline in the meantime, then you wait. So although Lightning is great, and I urge people to look into how to use it non-custodially, it doesn't cover all the different ways of how to use Bitcoin. And with Ecash, you can start doing things that you cannot do with Lightning. For example, I could just put this Ecash into a data package. Let's say, I don't know, I want to stream a video on Netflix, right? I could design a Netflix where you don't pay a monthly fee, but you top up your Ecash balance. So you download Ecash from Netflix by paying with Bitcoin, for example. And then you just, for every minute that you want to stream, you just send them a bit of Ecash. And they can just see, okay, this is Ecash. I issued this. This person has the right to receive 1 minute of video. And you can just keep on doing that with the kick, with the twist that they don't know who you are. You don't even need an account on Netflix in that model. You just buy the tokens and then you spend them as you use it. And if you don't want them anymore, you say, please pay it out again on Bitcoin, on Lightning or whatever. You send them the tokens, they burn it and give you back your Bitcoin that they owe you.
Very cool. Mm-hmm. So how far away is Cashu from being live and we're able to use it in a live environment?
So what we just did was using it in a live environment.
Yes,
so
but you said it's a beta, did you say?
So Cashu is not even half a year old that I started working on this. And there are a couple of people who joined working on this with me. So we're very young, but it's out there. You can try it and you can implement it. That's even way better than just trying it out there if there are developers out there.
So really, they're actual sats. This isn't they're actual real sats.
This is actual real Ecash that you can exchange for actual real sats on Lightning.
See, I always find this use of the term, I was talking to Obi about this Ecash term, a distraction. I think it misleads people into thinking they're using something else. And I know it's not actual sats, it's a representation of sats, but it's sats.
Okay, then I agree with you. I agree with you because it makes it way easier to talk about it and to imagine it.
But I haven't created a wallet here. Like I haven't signed up.
There is no user accounts. There are no wallets. So basically, the server doesn't even know that you exist. The server just said, someone paid this Lightning invoice. I'm going to give them Ecash.
What if I lose this phone?
Then your money is gone.
Oh, okay.
There's a way to back it up, though.
There's a way to back it
up, and we're also working on better ways to back it up. So,
if Pete tried to send that to me to like a Moon wallet now, would that work?
Yeah, that will work.
Really?
Yeah, what you do is you create an invoice on your Moon wallet, and then you ask the Mint to pay the invoice for you. And for that, you have to give them these.
Should we do it?
Ecash
Yeah, let's do
tokens.
it. I want to see this. Okay, but how does this wallet know it's me? Is it an ID in my phone?
No.
But so if I close this browser and come back, will it still know those 64
Yeah,
sats are mine?
it will be stored in your browser data there.
And that's it.
But it's like cash. Like when you make a cash transaction, no one knows who you are.
Right. Pay invoice.
So I've got a 64 sat invoice.
Oh, make it a bit less because
Of
there will
course,
be
fee.
fees.
Yeah. All right, I'll do a 50 sat invoice.
There we go.
Moon is notoriously slow.
It's paying. Anyone listening, I'm paying.
It's worked. Holy shit, that's fucking cool.
That is really cool. Okay.
What you just did there is you burned Ecash and you told the Mint, please pay this invoice for me. The Mint doesn't have a concept of you. It doesn't know that you're one person or whatever. And the Lightning invoice that you just paid cannot be correlated back to any person. So basically it's a pool of money, you put it in and someone takes it out again.
Can he send me sats from his Moon wallet into my Ecash wallet?
Yes.
And it's at the reverse.
Yes.
It burns them and turns them into.
Exactly.
Okay. I want, just because I'm me,
Mm-hmm.
I want an app or something that I know that if I lose my phone, I still got it. I feel, it's weird just going to a browser.
So, yeah, but Calle put the browser to my home screen now. So I have like a Cashu app here. I can open it.
Okay.
It's effectively an app, but you're using it. It is a browser.
But I need a backup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
some kind.
you'll have just a seed phrase that helps you to restore your Ecash. It looks like a Bitcoin seed phrase, but it's not really the same thing. But just by storing a seed phrase, you'll be able to just restore your Ecash in case you lose the device.
And the beautiful thing about it's so simple, like money, in that all it does is that you send it and receive it. That's all I need.
Yeah.
That's all you need for money.
It's like my pocket. My pocket does the same. It stores the money I have, and I either give it or receive it.
And if you lose it, it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so beautifully simple.
Yes, it is. And so what we're looking at these wallets. I've built this for people to be able to imagine what Ecash is, but that is not really the goal for me with Cashu itself. Cashu is supposed to be a protocol. It is already a protocol. There is a spec out there. You can read it. You can start building stuff on it. What I imagine is that, there will be and there are hundreds and thousands of web services out there who will, just give you some service for your Bitcoin. Your website, I don't know, you want to read news, paywalled news, for example. Then you top up your balance and then you start reading the news. And the problem with that is the website that allows you to do that can track exactly what you're reading because it knows it's related to this one payment that you did. They need to do it. That's how custodial services work.
Yeah.
So Cashu is basically a drop-in replacement. You can almost all of the custodial services I know of today, you can take out this classical database ledger where it says you have this and this much money and whatever. You can replace it with the Cashu protocol and build something that has the same functionality, but with this improved privacy.